Coping with COVID is brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. Visit scdheck.gov for an updated list of testing sites and important information on how to protect yourself, your family, and friends from the coronavirus. SCDHEC, healthy people, healthy communities. Also, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, helping to meet the needs of small, minority, and women-owned businesses in the City of Columbia. Log on to columbiasc.net/OBO. Agape Counseling and Training Center. Call 803-779-2777 for licensed professionals of counselors and social workers helping families, engaged and married couples, and individuals of all ages gain an understanding of all aspects of their life. If you're having a challenge coping with COVID, contact Agape Counseling and Training Center at agapects.com. And Columbia Housing Authority. The agency is looking for stories from former residents of Allen Benedict Court to retain some of the property's rich history. In its 80-year life, Allen Benedict Court has been home to some of the country's elite, including a Grammy Award-winning performer, corporate executives, national television celebrities, a host of doctors, lawyers, and NBA greats. So share your pictures, mementos, and memories at chcares@chasc.org. Coping with COVID, brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, Columbia Housing Authority, Agape Counseling and Training Center, and Palmetto Media Connection.
Coping with COVID with Tre Tailor.
Fight the spread and take a stand against coronavirus. Wear a mask in public. Stay at least 6 feet apart from others. And get tested. Join us and fight the spread. Visit scdheck.gov/COVID-19.
Happy Monday. It is Fun Day Monday with George Wallace. I'm Tre Tailor, and you're watching Coping with COVID, updates on the pandemic and information to help you thrive and survive COVID-19. It's brought to you by SCDHEC, the City of Columbia Office Opportunities, Agape Counseling and Training Center. And listen, if you are having some challenges coping with COVID, please contact the folks at Agape Counseling and Training Center. Coping with COVID is also brought to you by Palmetto Media Connections. Well, today, George is going to be here in just a minute. As a matter of fact, he's doing his network TV thing, and he's going to be with us in just a short. But today we welcome Akintunde and Nikita B. Both of them join us today. How are y'all doing?
What's up? Tre Tailor.
What's up, Akintunde?
Tre, y'all, Nikita, Tre got that Tre does her sexy radio voice at all times. She's like, "It's Tre Tailor. I'm coping with COVID." You should call her voicemail one time just to hear. It's like, hi, this is Tre. I'm not available right now, but I want you to call me back. And
listen, you never know when somebody's calling for a gig, so you have to be on at all times.
Hey, I'm here for it.
It's going to be a great day. Ak and Nikita B are here. They have got a very funny Christmas comedy show coming up, and we're going to tell you more about that coming up next. But first, your COVID community updates. We'll be right back, guys. Lexington School District 1 is mourning the loss of a third-grade teacher at Carolina Springs Elementary School. 50-year-old Stacy Blackley passed away over the weekend due to complications from COVID and is being remembered as a caring and compassionate teacher who had been with the district since 1999. Family and friends are wearing black and Wonder Women logos today in her honor. Orangeburg County School District is going 100% virtual through winter break. This after COVID-19 has continued to spread at a high rate within the district. Superintendent Sean Foster says over 550 students and faculty in Orangeburg schools have had to quarantine. And after consulting with his medical team, they felt that this was the safest decision. And USC President Bob Carlson is back to work today after being out several weeks due to COVID. Carlson tested positive right before Thanksgiving break, experiencing mild symptoms. Now the university will continue to offer walk-up saliva and nasal testing to students and faculty through the 21st of this month. Regular testing will be required for anyone on campus this spring. SCDHEC has your most up-to-date list of times, dates, and location for COVID testing in and around South Carolina. Please visit scdheck.gov for more information and check the bottom of the screen throughout the show. The scroll will be going on with information concerning not only COVID testing, but also flu tests. Visit gogettested.com. You can also visit that website and find out the closest location for free tests statewide. You can make an appointment, get your results in 48 hours. It's gogettested.com. Now, Prisma is also offering free COVID tests for the next couple of weeks. Please visit the Prisma website, and you should see a graphic on the screen for more information about flu testing for Prisma. Check the screen at the bottom of the scroll at the bottom of the screen for more information also about organizing a COVID screening in your neighborhood or at your event. And the DHEC Care Line. Now, you can call the DHEC Care Line for more information about COVID and also to get transportation to a test. If you do need transportation or if you're unable to get transported, if you're immobile, Richland and Clarendon County paramedics are actually offering in-home COVID testing. Call 911 for more information. And the City of Columbia continues their Mask Up ColumbiaSC.com contest. All you have to do is take a picture of yourself in your favorite mask, post the picture, and then get your family and friends to like and share. It's Mask Up ColumbiaSC.com. Now, if you are having some challenges due to COVID with your rent or mortgage, the South Carolina Bar Association and SC Legal Services have partnered to offer a toll-free number and also website for both rental and mortgage help. Again, check the scroll at the bottom of the screen right now and throughout the show for more information. And the City of Columbia continues to offer their 6-month payment plan for water bills. They also have payment assistance up to 75%. Call the City of Columbia Water Department for more information. And if you're having some challenges learning and working virtually, Rashonda Pratt has dedicated an entire YouTube page to get you the information you need. Go to Rashonda Pratt's YouTube page for more information about virtual learning and also working. Finally, if you or someone you know is a graduating high school senior, there is an amazing new scholarship opportunity from the South Carolina Association of Counties. Now, you could get up to $2,500 per year that you are in college. Go to that website that you see on the screen right there, and you can get more information. I'm Tre Tailor, and Coping with COVID is brought to you by SCDHEC, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, also Agape Counseling and Training Center. Again, if you are having some challenges coping with COVID, please contact the folks at Agape Counseling and Training Center. Coping with COVID is also brought to you by Palmetto Media Connections. Now, on Facebook, the Tailor Made Productions page is the home of Coping with COVID. Would you go over there, please, and post and share and like and follow so that you can not only see Coping with COVID, but you can also check out all of your COVID-related updates. We are also streaming live on YouTube. I want to thank everyone on YouTube, all the YouTubers, for checking us out. Please hit that subscribe button because that's how we can be seen and give you more and more information. Finally, we're on Instagram. So go on over to IG if you're on Instagram and like and follow us there too. I'm Tre Tailor, and it's Fun Day Monday with George Wallace. George is on NBC right now. He's going to join us right after his interview there. But we invite you to please post and share this information so we can get the message to the masses. I want to thank Hoover Johnson for watching. Hey there, Hoover. Thank you so much for watching. He says, hello, my beautiful friend. God bless you too, Hoover. And also Lorraine Dunbar. Lorraine, you were asking about electricity bills. Well, we actually had an interview with the folks from Dominion Energy several weeks ago, and they too have payment assistance available. I know Dominion Energy or whatever I'm not sure if you have Dominion, but if you have Dominion Energy, call the folks over there because they've got some payment assistance available. And also, if you call 211, 211 is the statewide number for you to get assistance. Call 211, Lorraine, if you or someone you know needs help with your electric bill, and they can actually give you resources throughout the state if you're having problems paying any of your bills. All right, Lorraine, thank you guys so much for joining us. Please continue to post and share this message out so we can get it to the masses, because we want to tell everybody and anybody who wants to know about this amazing new comedy special. It's a very funny Christmas with Akintunde and Nikita B, and they join us right now to talk about it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Troy.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, why did you decide that you wanted to do this comedy special?
Well, you know, Christmas is a time of family. It's a time of love, giving, gifts, and sharing. And this year, we're in an interesting season right now with
Yeah.
COVID-19. So we just thought that it would be a good time to bring everybody together and provide some hope and some laughter. And that's what we did. So I called Nikita and asked her, you know, her and her husband Terrence, who manages her, and I talked with that guy on the phone. We talked about it, and I asked them to come and do this with me, and they agreed. And we was off to the races. And you know, Nikita is the perfect comedian because the theme, if you notice, Trey, is hope and laughter. So Nikita, she has the unique ability to raise you up, boost you up, have you laughing real hard, but then she's gonna drop some hope. You know, she used to do that when she really was young as a comedian. She at first thought I watched, I said, did she just encourage me at the same time? That's what she just did. So I thought she was perfect for a night of hope and laughter.
Yeah. So Nikita, when I called you and said, listen, I want to do this, what did you think?
I was excited as always. It's always a pleasure working with Ak, and I'm not just saying that because he can see and hear me. I really do mean it. It's always a pleasure. And then I knew I needed it. You know, like just like anything else, sometimes the person that gives the hope and gives the encouragement, they need it just as much as the ones who are gonna be sitting in the seat receiving it. And like comedy is like therapy for me. And I've been going through so much through this whole COVID thing since we're talking about coping with COVID. I need to be able to talk about some people. So I was like, yes.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to ask you, how have you been coping with COVID?
Very carefully. So like even now, right? You see how you all glammed up and just going and going on. I said, okay, girl.
She wake up like that.
You know, I just ran upstairs and got in my little studio spot so I can get on, right? So all this get to come on. This hair, this little turban, all of that. I didn't even put no lashes on, Trey. Because when I go out there, I don't want no COVID specs on my lashes. Like all of this get to go to the side. So I'm not playing no game. 6 feet me. You understand? Like, yeah, I'm standing in line like this. So if you feel my fist in your back move, you know, baby, I'm real careful. You know I'm a nurse by trade too.
Right.
So,
yes.
Yeah, I'm assessing people they don't even know it. They know they got bumps on their neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much.
Bumps on your neck. Is that one of the was that one of the new ways that you diagnose COVID?
Period, honey. Is them bump juicy? Oh, okay.
Oh,
let me swallow that for you.
Well, girl, if they bump juicy, they got COVID and something else.
Yeah. They got COVID and the 19.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
She said, and
the 19.
19 other diseases.
Come on.
Right. COVID plus. Cameron Green says COVID specs, laughing out loud.
That's
hilarious. I tell you. Please continue to post and share this out so we can get the message to the masses. We're talking to Nikita B and Akintunde. They've got a very funny Christmas coming up this Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Now, this is both a virtual show, but people can actually come in to the church.
Right.
So they're going to get some extra coverage.
I'm trying to get from behind the coping with COVID.
Hey, that's why I slid over. I already repositioned myself.
Hey, I feel like I'm here bogan, just like, you know.
We'll knock it down. There you go.
No, leave it out. I'm good. I'm staying right over here. But no, it is both virtual and in person. So if you want to come and enjoy the show, welcome. You will have to wear your mask at all times. You will have to sit at least more than 6 feet apart from anybody that you did not come with, and your temperature will be taken when you come into the door. And if any of that stuff is off, I'm sorry, we will, kindly refund your money and send you about your way. No hard feelings. This COVID-19 is for real.
It is for real. Yeah.
And of course, the virtual tickets Those are you can get those. Those are $14.99, and then you can also get the in-person tickets. Those are $25. And it's just, I mean, it's a great, if you can come out, you feel comfortable coming out, we would love to have you again. We're in a big room. So we're in a 1,000-seat sanctuary, but we have a very, very limited amount of space that we're taking up so that people can feel safe and people can laugh and not be worried about, like Nikita said, no COVID specks are floating in the air. So
you can't come in there with no juice in mouth.
No.
Behind the mask. Don't move it.
And you got a 2-cough minimum. You cough twice.
Wow.
Hey, sir, come on. I'm sorry, sir. Take him on out. And you know, black folks serious about COVID-19. I was somewhere and I coughed and I was like, matter of fact, I was talking to Nikita on Zoom, I think it was. And I think I called. She was like, you all right?
Right. Nikita, you was like, am I going to have to Zoom my part of the show?
Listen, period. I'm about to email you what I was going to say.
Right.
Yeah. You know what? Y'all got all of these benefits down in South Carolina, and people are helping and call this number, go to this website, which is amazing. But I really don't like the name of y'all electric company. It's kind of arrogant. Dominion? Really? That's what you telling me? You know, the Lord told me I have dominion. Yeah. So y'all need to be binding them light bills. That's what you need to do. Because it ain't even of God. Y'all need to know our word in Columbia. Okay?
Hey,
yeah. Like that.
They got dominion over that light bill, though. They sure cut it off.
Listen,
that's right.
Listen, you be in there candlelight. You got a romantic lifestyle with the Lord.
Dominion and power. Hey!
Come on. Oh, my God.
Nikita V and Akintunde are with us. They're talking about their very funny comedy show that's going on this Saturday night, 8:00. It's going to be great. So, Nikita, you said that you have really been, have you been out anywhere? I mean, you're really serious about the COVID thing. And you're right, Ak. I think, you know, because we anyway, as the kids say, as Nikita said, we do the most. So, yeah, we are looking at you with the mask. You can see people side-eyeing people at the grocery store.
Yep.
You know, walking by, rolling eyes, and you know. So, Nikita, how have you been working? Have you done anything during this a year? It's almost been a year.
Yeah. Is that not crazy, y'all? Almost a year. And see, the thing about it, I'm in long-term care, right? That's my niche, right? But even whenever it first happened and things was going on, it was so heavy on me because I was one of the persons that was calling families to let them know your loved one test positive.
Wow.
You know, and these people, they ain't never answer the phone because they still own the facility. You understand? But you know, when you nervous, you answer the phone because you do want the people to be all right. I ain't trying to pay for them to stay there, but I do want to make sure they all right. Baby, they get on the phone. I was like, yeah, I'm calling to speak to Miss David. This is she. I said, okay, well, do you have a Mr. Davis in such and such? No, I do. He all right. I said, yes, ma'am, he all right, but I just want you to know that his roommate tested positive. Oh, no! Y'all even gave it to him. I'm like, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? It was just so wow, right? Then you have people got their masks on. Let me show you how they wear the mask, right?
Oh, girl.
We didn't have care, but this is how they wear their mask. They have it right here. And then they get hot, so you know seeing it like this. Then they, they sweat on their neck because they got bumped. So then you see it like this. I'm like, what in the world are y'all doing? So it went from nursing to me feeling like I'm somebody's mama. Come here, put that down, pull that, get over here. Right? So you know what I did? I started back doing consulting, baby. Guess what? You get the call and I get to hear you sound the mask because I ain't got to see it. Yeah,
that mask thing is crazy. You know, I wish I didn't. I don't have my mask over here. I got to go get, but you know, people wear, and their nose will be out.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you have not protected anybody from anything.
Right.
Hey, you absolutely nothing.
Some half-mask people, they get on my nerve with that. I mean, like that's doing something. That is nothing.
Nothing.
You're breaking the rules.
You are breaking the rules.
That's the people that just put enough masks on to get in the store. You know what I'm saying?
They do just enough. I told my son them not. I told. Well, maybe I can't say that on this show, but
no, go ahead.
Look, not protected. Is what
Basically, you ain't protected.
Right. You got something else you can catch out there in them streets.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
That's
COVID
right.
ain't supposed to burn when you pee. That's something else.
That's not COVID, son.
That's not COVID.
Right. You got something, but it ain't COVID. Look, that's the COVID plus the 19.
Listen.
And the test for that is pretty bad too. I'm just here to tell you. Yeah. But anyway.
My God.
Yeah. And then, like you said, Nikita, okay, you take it down and you put it down here. Well, now the COVID, you put it back up. You inhaling everything that was on your chin. Your chin has been exposed.
Yeah. Folks is tripping.
Yeah.
People not thinking.
No, they're not thinking. They're not thinking. They're not thinking. So, what do you think about these anti-maskers, the people who don't believe in wearing a mask?
You talking about the Trumpocrats? I call them Trumpocrats. Anybody who don't believe in COVID-19, you got all these people around here dying around. You talking about you don't believe it? You probably believe in Bigfoot and a whole bunch of other dumb stuff.
Right.
And them people you don't want to do no business with, because if you ever see somebody who believe that type stuff, and you see how much money they got, you're like, how you get that much money? Because you really believe this right here. Use a fool, or it's an easy way to make money around here somewhere that I don't know about. But it's a lot of folks walking around like that, and it's amazing to me that the president. I know Trey, your show is not political. It's I'm saying it's not Trey. Trey got sponsors. I don't want them to be mad at Trey. Okay,
right.
Let me tell y'all something. This is foolishness out here. The president right here talking about it's a hoax. This will be cleared up in a few days. Now, I'm talking about everybody around this joker sick. Rudy Giuliani crazy behind his seat. This joker got COVID now. The only person who ain't got it was Jared Kushner and Ivanka. Yes. Everybody else around him had the mess.
Everybody.
And Mike Pence over there praying in tongues every time the president choke him. So, I mean, we live in interesting times.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? When you got a disease that's a virus, it's like it's killing people, and you got the top right here denying it, and so many people within the people
administration
mocking people for wearing masks.
Right. And they dropping like flies. 1, 2, 3.
Right. They're like Oprah. When Oprah's like, you get a car. They're like, you get a car.
Right.
You get a car.
Right. But you know, a lot of times, guys, when somebody is so financially secure, everything else is immature.
Yeah.
Right. And when you get into a position of power like that, and it's almost like, well, I said you don't have to. So now it's a tug of war between pride and power.
Yeah.
You understand? So you need to understand that pride and power can have you in a bad position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then the president was talking about, he basically was saying, look how he was healed so quickly. I'm like, dude, you got the best.
He's got the best medical care
world. Okay, so look, you can't say that you are not the average case. Stop
He's not.
Folks in Orangeburg and Lexington that
that's
they
right.
can use you as a case study.
That's right.
Them.
Right.
Yeah, and not only that, a lot of people don't even have health care because this same president was one of the ones that was saying he wanted to abolish Affordable Care Act, Obamacare as they call it, you know? So a lot of people don't even have health care. So when they get it, how are you going to be treated? Not only can you not be treated with what he's been treated for, you can't get treated. You turned away at the door.
Yeah,
right. You got these people drinking ginger ale. Because you know that cure everything for black folks. They drink
girl.
You understand me? They taking a laxative because you got to clean yourself out and take a good bath and a nap. Those 4 things right there. Of course, you got to pray on it now. But if you do that right there, you good. Ginger ale
for everything.
Take
a good bath, a nap, and pray before and after all of that. That's it.
Ginger ale and witch hazel.
Girl.
That witch hazel
and depending on who raised you, liquor.
Pot liquor.
Yes, so it's coming out. Not the kind that you buy. It got to come from under their mattress.
Yeah.
You got to be able to have sound effects when you drink. You got to sound like a cat when you drink it. It's going to come up about you, baby. I'm telling you. Yes,
that's that liquor.
Oh, my God. I'm gone.
I'm gonna say, you got prepaid minutes on your internet. What you got going on?
I need to call and put some money. I need a phone call. Give me a phone call.
That's what it is. Now that's Dominion. That's what you said. They didn't follow me because the Lord protected me. I'm a North Carolina.
That's true Dominion.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
sir. Yes, sir.
Daniel Lake says, y'all are funny. We all need to laugh, even in these trying times. You're right, Danielle.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And this is the time we need to laugh. We need to recognize and remember, that laughter is truly the medicine. Laughter is truly a medicine. And you know what, Nikita, I know that you have gone through some things, in your life. And the laughter has helped you. Your comedy has not only helped other people, you've utilized it to help yourself too.
Absolutely right. Like most people, if they follow me, they know that I'm not only a stroke survivor, but I'm a cancer survivor as well. And like we have an addictive personality on one side of my family. That the side is on, none of y'all business. Just go with the story. So because I do this, I'm always being nervous to take prescription meds. Like I don't now I have faith, but I ain't one that's gonna provoke nothing either. Like this is amazing. And I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I will always find other ways to be able to cope with pain, to be able to cope with stress and stuff like that, right? Unless it's so overbearing that you cannot function. That's different. That's the nurse in me. I had to say that. I tell people all the time, prayer and a pill. They will work. You understand? But
wrong with it.
You understand? Laughter get your mind off of things.
Yes.
It'll change your mood. It will change the energy that you have. It will decrease pain. I mean, like there's so many benefits. And guess what? It doesn't matter if you have insurance or not.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Don't cost you nothing.
That's good.
It's free. No copay or nothing unless you come to a show.
Yeah. I say that so fast I forgot the tickets ain't free though. But the laughter you can
come on.
It's unlimited laughter.
You coming to a show, you know what I'm saying? The laughter is free, but to get in there,
right. It's a very funny Christmas this Saturday night, 8:00 at Right Direction Church in Columbia, South Carolina. And there are two options. You can actually come and check out the show in person, or people can get a virtual ticket too, right?
That's right. You can get a virtual ticket and you can watch right on Facebook. It's a closed ticket, so it won't be an open show, but you can watch and enjoy it. Beautiful live stream right on Facebook. And of course, like I said, we would love to see you in the house. Both of those tickets are reasonably priced, $25 for the in-house tickets and $14.99 for the virtual tickets.
Right. And if people want more information, can they call that number 803-738-6604 or go to your Rebirth of Comedy website to get more information about the tickets?
Right. You can call the number, but the website is the easiest because as soon as you go right to the website, you'll see our picture up top. And then right below that, there are two links to purchase tickets right there.
All right. There is the website. There is the phone number. There is the flyer. It's a very funny Christmas with Nikita B and Akintunde. It's going on this Saturday, and you won't want to miss it. Sharita Thomas says, whoop, whoop. I guess that means she's going to come and join the show.
Yeah, I know Sharita. What's up,
do you know Sharita?
Yeah,
you know Sharita? Yeah, Sharita's been on the show before. She works at DHEC. She is one of the nutritionists there. Yeah. So, yeah, it is Fun Day Monday, and George Wallace joins us. We see his beautiful hand.
The legendary.
Old people have their hands in the camera all the time. Yeah. You young people don't laugh at me. You're going to get old one day, okay?
That's the goal.
I've been doing comedy since 1883. And still can't get it right. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I was late, but I was on NBC today, and but I had to get back to you guys. I guess it's time for you to go, but I just wanted to wave and say hello. What you guys talking about?
Well, Nikita and Akintunde have a comedy show coming up, George. It is this Saturday. It's called A Very Funny Christmas. We actually have 30 more minutes, so you can come and hang out with us. Now, you had a show this weekend on Fox Soul. Tell us about that.
Hell, I don't know. I do so many TV shows. Listen, things are in the can. I don't know what's going on. That was it right there. You just had it on the screen. It's very funny. I did it, and like today, I did NBC with Sarah Cole. I think she's on with Craig Melvin. I don't know. I just do them. I'm in and out, and I'm so blessed to be able to do that and get in and out. And it's just a lot of fun. Most fun is watching young comedians. That's the fun right there. These two young people right here. That show's got to be the bomb.
Yes.
Wow.
And Nikita are amazing. They are so funny, and just hang around because I want you to just hear them and experience them. And Nikita's former nurse, so she
What am
comes.
I gonna listen to them for? They can't tell me nothing. Shit. I don't know. So, hey,
George, you need to behave.
somebody's gonna whoop my ass one day. I swear. Nice young people who I admire and love. I love the way the young people are doing comedy. I'm gonna be quiet, okay, Trey?
No, you go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. Here, let's check out a promo about the comedy show. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay. This is called A Very Funny Christmas with Akintunde. Can y'all hear that?
No.
You can't hear it? Let me stop it for a second.
That's funny already.
Hold on. Let me bring it back up. Hold on. You didn't hear it? You couldn't hear it? You couldn't hear the audio? All right, we're gonna take a quick break and come right back and get it together. Maxine says that you need a 10-second delay. Oh no, no, we're all right. We're gonna take a quick break, get Ox video back up. We're gonna be right back with a legendary comedian George Wallace, Monday with George Wallace, along with Nikita B and Akintunde. That's coming up next on Coping with COVID with Tre Tailor.
Coping with COVID is brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. Visit scdheck.gov for an updated list of testing sites and important information on how to protect yourself, your family, and friends from the coronavirus. SCDHEC, healthy people, healthy communities. Also, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, helping to meet the needs of small, minority, and women-owned businesses in the City of Columbia. Log on to columbiasc.net/OBO. Agape Counseling and Training Center. Call 803-779-2777 for licensed professionals of counselors and social workers helping families, engaged and married couples, and individuals of all ages gain an understanding of all aspects of their life. If you're having a challenge coping with COVID, contact Agape Counseling and Training Center at agapects.com. And Columbia Housing Authority. The agency is looking for stories from former residents of Allen Benedict Court to retain some of the property's rich history. In its 80-year life, Allen Benedict Court has been home to some of the country's elite, including a Grammy Award-winning performer, corporate executives, national television celebrities, a host of doctors, lawyers, and NBA greats. So share your pictures, mementos, and memories at chcares@chasc.org. Coping with COVID, brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, Columbia Housing Authority, Agape Counseling and Training Center, and Palmetto Media Connection.
Coping with COVID with Tre Tailor.
This flu season arrives during the COVID-19 pandemic. Groups at risk for serious illness from COVID-19 and flu are similar, but complications from flu are much higher in young children. Everyone over 6 months of age should get a flu shot to help prevent more illnesses, hospitalizations, and deaths in South Carolina.
The flu is not just a cold. Each year, many South Carolinians are hospitalized from the flu and even die.
Getting the flu vaccine is the best protection against the flu for everyone in your family.
The flu vaccine is safe, effective, and does not cause the flu.
You can make a difference this flu season by protecting yourself from the flu.
It's important that I protect my baby.
It's important that we protect our families.
It's important that we protect our schools.
And our students.
It's important.
It's important.
It's important.
It's important that we protect our state.
Talk to your healthcare provider, pharmacist, or health department about the flu vaccine today.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, parents have kept their children home to keep them safe. As a result, pediatric visits and vaccinations have been missed. Although there is no vaccine yet for COVID-19, there are vaccines available to prevent other serious illnesses. Check your child's records and schedule an appointment with their provider. The time is right to bring your child's vaccinations up to date. Call your doctor to schedule a vaccination appointment. Visit scdhec.gov/vaccines for more information on the importance of childhood vaccines.
Palmetto Media Connections, connecting media and communities together. Established in 2010 with past national media guests like Janice Huff, Mitch Faulkner, and Dolores Washington, and local celebs like Cynthia Hardy, Miranda Parnell, Vaughn Gaskin, Kevin Cohen, Vanzell Hare, and Nikita Pearson, and hosted by Darcy Strickland and Tony G. Palmetto Media Connections in the past has distributed to the community over $1,000 in gift cards. Connect with us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Palmetto Media Connections, connecting media and communities together.
People will be able to look 100 years from now. They will know how we got over. This makes it even more important that we shine this light.
Part of it also wasn't the fact that we couldn't have the physical graduation, but I also couldn't celebrate with my family out of town.
For me, I feel like this is a new normal. This is not going away anytime soon, I don't think.
Anything that's happened before can happen again. And the same thing is at play with this virus.
You know, we are no longer in a building, and we've talked about church being, with us, in us.
Have you traveled abroad late in the past 6 months? We were trying to trace it back as early as November.
This flu season arrives during the COVID-19 pandemic. Groups at risk for serious illness from COVID-19 and flu are similar, but complications from flu are much higher in young children. Everyone over 6 months of age should get a flu shot to help prevent more illnesses, hospitalizations, and deaths in South Carolina.
The flu is not just a cold. Each year, many South Carolinians are hospitalized from the flu and even die.
Getting the flu vaccine is the best protection against the flu for everyone in your family.
The flu vaccine is safe, effective, and does not cause the flu.
You can make a difference this flu season by protecting yourself from the flu.
It's important that I protect my baby.
It's important that we protect our families.
It's important that we protect our schools.
And our students.
It's important.
It's important.
It's important.
It's important that we protect our state.
Talk to your healthcare provider, pharmacist, or health department about the flu vaccine today.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, parents have kept their children home to keep them safe. As a result, pediatric visits and vaccinations have been missed. Although there is no vaccine yet for COVID-19, there are vaccines available to prevent other serious illnesses. Check your child's records and schedule an appointment with their provider. The time is right to bring your child's vaccinations up to date. Call your doctor to schedule a vaccination appointment. Visit scdhec.gov/vaccines for more information on the importance of childhood vaccines.
The rich 80-year history of Allen Benedict Court in many ways parallels the history of the entire Midlands area.
A night of hope and
Allen
laughter
Benedict
with
Court
your
has
host,
special
comedian
meaning to so many
Akintunde.
Columbia citizens who grew up there, worked in area jobs, and attended area schools. In coming weeks, as we prepare for demolition, Columbia Housing will actively seek out people who lived at Allen Benedict Court to tell their stories and share their memories. We appreciate those of you who we've already heard from, and we look forward to hearing from others. If you know of people you think our communications team should reach out to, let us know. Meanwhile, we will look for you to help us tell the story.
Hey there, y'all. I am Tre Tailor. You're watching Coping with COVID, updates on the pandemic and information to help you thrive and survive COVID-19. It's brought to you by SCDHEC and It Together, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, and Agape Counseling and Training Center. Listen, if you're having some challenges coping with COVID, please contact the folks at Agape Counseling and Training Center. We're also brought to you by Palmetto Media Connections. It's Fun Day Monday, and legendary comedian George Wallace joins us. So we're so glad to have him every Monday. Hey there, George. You have a beautiful Christmas tree back back there. You are decking the halls over there in Georgia.
Thank you so much. Somebody asked me today, is it a real tree? Isn't that amazing? It's been there since 2018. Of course, it's a real tree.
You've had your Christmas tree there since 2018?
Yes, because I live in Las Vegas and I live in New York and I live in Los Angeles. So I only get back here 4 times a year. However, with COVID, I've been back since March. And I decided, why take the tree down, And then it's a conversation piece. And Christmas somehow brings about joy, no matter when. And right now with COVID, I'm teaching my entire family, stay at home Christmas, stay at home Thanksgiving. We'll have Christmas in July if we can.
We are joined today by comedian Akintunde and Nikita B. They joined us because they have got an amazing new comedy special coming up this Saturday. Nikita, thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you, Trey. If I can say something real quick, I want to say just how much of an honor it is to be on today with the legendary George Wallace. I mean, you talking about somebody who has been a comedy idol of mine for literally, 25, 30 years, just watching him on all the TV shows, being a Black comedian who can sit on all the talk shows, the late night shows, and who can be funny on a dime about anything. That ability to make anything funny in the moment, that it's only a few people who have that, and George Wallace is one of them. So I salute you, sir. Thank you. You are truly a general in this game.
Well, thank you so much. No, I want to know, did we not meet yet at all?
We met one time briefly in LA, but it was kind of like, you when you're a celebrity comic, come to the comedy club, and you're a young comic just on the wall hoping to get some stage time, just to have George Wallace shake your hand, come out, you're like, hey, young fella. It was like one of them. So it wasn't like I got a chance to give you my resume or nothing like that.
Well, I know the name, and I know so much about the name, and I've heard the name so much. I know I met him somewhere. I don't know whether I met you at the Laugh Factory or I met you at the Comedy Union. I don't know which one.
I think it was either the Laugh Factory or the Comedy Store. But you were good friends with my late friend Spanky Brown.
Oh yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
He owes me some money. He tried.
You ain't gonna get it now. You ain't gonna get it now.
You're not taking care of his debts, huh?
I don't know what it was. I can't co-sign for it. You can't.
I'm glad you brought his name up. You owe me $200. So God bless you. I so often talk to you young comedians. I think it's awesome because it's a great job for you guys to get out there, and it's different. You guys are making it happen, be it social media. Like you said, I did every and all the talk show. I guess they said I'm somewhat a trailblazer. I'm the first Black guy who go into the comedy club and say, no, give me all the damn doors.
Wow.
So, and then I'm, in Las Vegas, I own the show. I'm the only African-American ever owned a legit show, 750 seats on the Strip. And I did that so you guys can do that. Somebody, Red Fox, did it for me. Sammy Davis Jr., all of those people, great comedians. So I'm happy to do what I can do. But I love seeing you young guys work because I can learn from everybody. I really love seeing young people work.
Wow. So, George, what do you see as some of the trends? We're not doing virtual comedy. Do you see that as, having you lived through and quite frankly worked through a lot of trends in the industry? What do you see like the next coming out of this virtual? Do you think we're going to stay in this virtual phase? Do you think it's going to become a thing, or we're going to move past it?
I think we're gonna combine it. I know you're doing it right now. Some TV shows are not gonna come back at all. It's gonna be Zooming. And to me, I just did NBC before I was talking to you guys. To me, it's kind of okay. We still have fun, and you guys, it's still television. It's a new form of entertainment. It's a new avenue, and it's still good. You're there with Trey. I know she don't know what she's doing, but
Thank you, George.
Anita, I haven't met you, but God bless you. Where you guys from? You from the South or the North?
Yes, from the South. First of all, it's Nikita.
Look, I was raised by the correct part.
What is that? Now, you know, old Black people can't read.
I just feel excited that he got close to it. I want to call everybody on my phone and tell them. George Wallace, and he called my name.
He called you Anita.
I
Trey,
with it, though.
ask her what her mama called her.
Look, and you said you heard Aunt name and you heard a lot about him. He got active warts. That's what you said. They looking for him. He can't be on here long. They gonna find Alexa.
This is awesome. Keep moving. This is awesome. We got to do this again. When I come back, you guys got to come back on with me again, okay?
Yes, sir.
We will.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So their comedy show is this Saturday night at Right Direction Church. That's Ox Church, George. It's Nikita B, Akintunde. Who else is on the show, Ox?
Tony Tone, and we'll have a couple of other special guests.
Tony Tone?
Yes, sir. Yes,
oh, my
sir.
God. Y'all got a real show. I thought y'all was playing around. God bless you. And make sure you say hello to everybody, Tony Tone. I just happened to, this week, I got a new book I just wrote. It's not even in the shelves yet. It's called Bull Twit. I couldn't say what I wanted to say. It's about tweetery, bull twit, and whatnot. And make sure you get this book at georgewallace.net. Now, you're talking about trailblazing. I'm not selling this book through Amazon. They take half your money. To hell with that.
Yes, sir.
georgewallace.net. And you young guys, make sure you get this book. I don't know whether you guys are into Twitter or not, but I was voted top 5 funniest tweeters in the world by Rolling Stone magazine.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did I just say top 5?
You did say yes, sir. Yes,
it's
sir.
top 25,
yes,
but I lie. Ooh, I
Number.
This weekend, your show, and where is it located? What city are you guys in?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Ain't nothing good ever come out of South Carolina. I was talking to Craig Melvin this morning.
He's from Columbia.
Mr. Levy Funeral Home, nothing.
You got to come through and do a guest spot. Just come through and just jump on stage about 10 minutes.
I'm coming all the way to Columbia, South Carolina. He want me to do 10 damn minutes. That's all the money we got, right? That's what I like to do. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Sir. Yes, sir.
George, tell us a little bit more about the book. Tell us about some of the funny tweets.
The online ramblings of George Wallace. I talk about crazy things. You got to be in the Twitter world to understand these thoughts of mine because I'm a little off. I talk about crazy stuff, just ramblings like witch doctors. I'm going, no, witch doctors, they're going to have to make up their mind when the shit goes down between the witch and the doctors. They're going to have to make up their mind, okay? Wait a second. This is regular radio, isn't it?
Yeah, you're all right.
I apologize. Okay, so I talk about those things like that. It talks about when I'm a rebel. I don't play by the rules. I do things differently, So when I'm in London, I'll eat French toast, and when I'm in France, I'll eat an English muffin. I don't give a damn. I'm just different. Okay. In my kitchen, just yesterday, I took a refrigerator magnet and placed it right on the oven. I don't play by the rules, okay? Little online thing like that. And I also like to have a shout out to your favorite coat factory. Mine is Burlington.
Okay.
Like
that's a legend, right? This George, I love about Mr. Wallace. He just totally. That's how you push your product. I learned something there. I'm at to learn how to push my.
Well, always put your business in the street. Put your business in the street. Now, before I was a comedian, I was vice president of the world's largest outdoor advertising agency. Everything in New York City at Times Square, the billboards, the spectacles, everything you see there, the 5,000 buses in New York. I was vice president of that company. Now, that's how I really made it in Las Vegas. I was in control of my own advertising, my own producing everything. I had 26 employees. That's how I made the show work, because I went into Las Vegas and I would tell those advertising companies, hey, you got 10 boards, nothing on them out there. I'm going to pay for 4. Y'all give me 6 and watch the city follow me.
Wow.
They would do everything I would do what George Wallace does. I put 5 trucks with George Wallace's show advertising going down the street, advertising trucks, 5 trucks back to back to back to back to back to back. And people say, that's so crazy. Why would you do that? I go, you asked me about it, didn't you?
Right. Yeah. That's good.
So always promote. There's nothing better. That's one of the 4 P's of marketing.
I'm learning. So I gotta have you on my show. I would love just the whole comedy business, because you've been doing this so long and you're
Right.
still relevant. It's, you know,
Absolutely.
and still actively working, and the fact that you have your own room and have, I've heard about your room for years. Other comics I either was working with or writing for, like Monique, Chris Tucker, they'd always talk about them coming through and doing your room.
Exactly.
And that's amazing for you to be active in Vegas that long.
Well, I really enjoyed that. What a blessing that I'm able to, all my friends come by. And most of them will tell you, if you go in the room, you working. Why the hell should I do an hour and I got your punk ass sitting over there? You know, but you have to be able to handle the show. You got to grow to that point because you got people in the room from all over the world. It's a real lesson to learn how to do Las Vegas. And I do pretty much a clean show. I don't cuss a lot.
Okay.
I cuss more than anybody you ever know, but on that stage, I don't know why. And I got nothing against cussing. Nobody did it better than Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac. I love to cuss. So I don't cuss, but Trey will tell you, since I met the rapper Waka Flocka, Waka Flocka is close enough. Waka Flocka. So as I told him before, I go to church. I went to church Sunday yesterday, and the bishop walked up in the pulpit. I said, "Look at this Waka Flocka walking up in here." And listen, hey Trey, yesterday was the first Sunday, right?
Yes.
So we got church in the parking lot, right? So the first Sunday for communion, I don't want no damn grape juice. I got some real wine here. Who the hell wants some grape juice? You know what? Jesus turned water into wine, did he not?
Yes, he did.
And he didn't turn it into no grape juice. That's why, listen, this is a true story. This is true, I'm making up. When they went to dinner, somebody brought grape juice to the dinner. It was 12 of them at the table, and Jesus said, "This is the Last Supper. Don't nobody no damn grape juice." We want wine, real wine. So you sit in your car now in the parking lot, you can have some real wine and listen to the preacher, and you can listen to the football game. You blow your horn every now and then while the preacher preaching. You sit in the car and get it done. You know?
I want to know what church Mr. Wallace go to.
I go to church called, I guess I go to one of the largest churches in America, West Angeles Church of God in Christ, Bishop Charles Blake. You know, you got who's in there? Samuel Jackson. Ooh, we got Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder comes in every Sunday 20 minutes late. And I told him, put his ass on the back row. He don't know. They bring him right down front. We love Samuel Jackson. We love him because when the preacher too long, he said, "I'm tired of this guy." Wow. Johnson, Chris Tucker, they're all up in the way. We got J. Anthony Brown. We just have a wonderful time at my church.
Wow. Y'all got all the heathens in the church. All the
famous heathens.
That's what we like about Bishop Charles E. Blake. He's an older man, but he understands what we do, you know?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington, all of them up in there. You know, it's amazing because they did a sermon once. It's an inside job. Ain't nothing the preacher can do for us. It's between me and you and God upstairs, you know?
That's right.
Just want to say hi to Miss J. Lee. She says a virtual service has been everything for her. Paulette McCoy says thank you for the laughter. She also says shout out to Nikita B. Beverly Janelle says hello everybody, happy Monday. Thanks for the laughter. And Elaine Hill also says shout out to Nikita B. See, George, Nikita is very popular. She has got a lot of she's funny, she's popular, and she's a former nurse. You were talking about what you used to do, you know, as being a PR. Nikita is a former nurse, and so she's got some great material based on that.
Let me put it in the context. Nikita got more followers than the president. Her people, her followers they like them Make America Great Again. MAGA, she gonna have her own MAGA people.
Well, Nikita, God bless you being a nurse. But did you work at the hospital or you work at the doctor's office?
No, I worked at the nursing home.
Okay. Well, you two, all of y'all got to stop asking people stupid questions. I go to the doctor the other day, the nurse receptionist talking about, "Are you here to see the doctor?" I'm here to twist your boobs. Of course I'm here to see the doctor. But nurses, thank y'all. During my show, I always take time out and recognize the first responders. I love to do that.
Yes, sir.
Then I say, okay, to hell with them. That's enough about them. How about the second responders? The second responders, they never get in love, do they? The second responders.
They sure don't.
Right.
The tow truck got to come. Don't nobody ever say.
There you go.
The coroner, the street sweeper, all them second responders. Nobody ever said anything about that. God bless. Except the coroner. The coroner, he don't give a damn what time he get there. My dad and them died 6 o'clock. My daddy died 6 o'clock this morning. Come get his ass. There's something wrong with me.
What is working for you?
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So George, we can get your book. You said it was released. It's in. People can get it from georgewallace.net.
georgewallace.net. Like I said, I'm being smart. The forward of the book was written by a very famous comedian, Patton Oswalt. Now, most of you know my best friend is Jerry Seinfeld. And I caught some hell this week. He wants to know, why did he not write the forward of my book? Why did I not ask him? Sometimes you don't like to bother your friends so much. I say, hell, you wrote the first book, the forward. We don't need you to do every damn thing. And the next guy that's going to write the forward of my book is going to be, guess who?
You.
One of the greatest comedians in the world. Joel Osteen. Tell me, is he not a comedian or what?
Yeah, he got jokes.
He opens up this sermon every time with a
You know
joke.
that's how he got over. He started with anytime you walk out with a laugh, you got the audience. That's what we do.
That's right.
That's right.
That's what we do. And he's about 30 minutes into a sermon. People still laughing at that joke he did.
That's right. That's right.
That's legendary comedian George Wallace. Akintunde and Nikita B join us also. They have a big comedy show coming up this weekend, a very funny Christmas, hosted by Nikita B, Akintunde, this Saturday, 8 o'clock. You said, who else is on the show with you guys, Ak?
Tony Tone and more. Comedian Tony Tone, hilarious headliner. Been doing it, as George mentioned earlier, he's been doing this for years. So, yeah.
And people can actually come to the show. And as you said, you have COVID guidelines in place. What do they have to do?
Socially distant room. It's a 1,000-seat room. We can only sell up to about 25-30% of the room, and everybody will be seated 6 feet apart. And you have to have your temperature taken, and you will have to wear your mask the entire show. So there'll be some good muffled laughter. But
some people look better with the mask on. and keep your damn mask on, man. Put your mask back on.
Yeah.
You're just ugly.
Now, if they do want a virtual ticket, thank you, George. Thank you, George, for protecting us.
What is that? What is that? A painter's mask?
It's a shield. You should get one.
That's nice. That's the next level right there.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people are good. Do you see that a lot, Nikita?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, how about the people who wear the shield with no mask? I'm like, the COVID's still going up under the shield. Like you still gotta put a mask on.
So, Nikita, what is the deal from a medical standpoint? What's the deal about the shield? What's the shield deal?
A lot of people feel, you got to think about whenever somebody coughs or they have expectorants, they don't go down and up. They go out and spread. So that's the mindset of the people that have the shield. It's not like it's going to be waving it in and go under there. It's not doing all that. You know what I mean? So that's it.
So a shield is okay.
A shield is okay. It's just the people who don't know the dynamics of it. It makes you feel like, you know what, you're not all the way protected. But for the ones who have respiratory issues, you got to think, anywhere you got a hole that's exposed.
Yeah.
Okay?
You got to wear both, though. You don't need to wear the shield.
Wear both. Right, wear both.
Right. So you need to wear a mask and a shield.
This is a K95, what is it, N95?
N95.
It's a little thicker. And I don't know about y'all, but my breath is killing me.
I got a phrase for it.
Damn.
I call it mask breath.
That's what's keeping you safe.
Mask
right
breath,
there. COVID can't live in there.
That bad breath is research.
Hey, COVID says, get out of there, huh? That's funny. Write that down. Write that down.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's a funny joke. Write it down,
Yes, sir.
Nikita.
Yes, sir. That's good advice right there. Anytime a legend tell you to write it down, you know you said something.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? Write down everything. Sometimes the most simple thing you say is funny. You just go like, I didn't know it was that funny. You know?
Right.
Well, now I know we over time, but Mr. Wallace, what is your writing process? Because you are one of those comedians. Like every show I see you, you got a new set. So what's your writing process like? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
okay.
write it. I put a match cover, match book, telephone, whatever. But you know, I'm the one known for having a legal yellow pad. I started that with the legal yellow pad, and my buddy does it now. That's on Blackish. What's it like? Dion Cole.
Yeah,
Somebody called me one day and said, you stole Dion Cole bit. I said, I was doing that before Dion Cole even started comedy. You write out with the yellow pad. I went on Arsenio. I said, these jokes might be funny, might not be funny. I'm doing Leno tomorrow night. I got to make sure these jokes are funny.
Yeah.
I did that on the TV show. I'm known for the yellow pad. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah, so you just write down everything is funny. You know, we wake up when you're into comedy, you wake up with jokes. You gotta write them down in the middle of the night. Write them down in the middle of the night, and when you wake up at 8 o'clock the next morning, you'll go, what the hell is this? If you can read your own handwriting, go, what the hell?
Right.
Write down everything. The most simple things are funny. Just like me, one of my jokes I've been doing for 40 years. I get off the airplane, and the man said to me, hey, Mr. Wallace, you in town? And I just pick up on little stuff like that, you know? So that's just kind of simple, but you would never think that's me. That's what I do.
Right.
You can't say anything stupid to me because I'll pick up on it. I think the best joke one of the best jokes I have, I was in Miami. I had a sausage muffin, egg meal, whatever you call it. And the lady said, what would you like to drink? And I said, orange juice. And she said to me, I'm sorry, sir, we're out of orange juice. In Florida? I was in Florida, right? I'm in Florida. She's gonna tell me she's out of oranges, and I'm looking through the window. I'm looking at 10 damn trees. How they got these trees on them trees? So everything in life is funny. Going to church. If you can't laugh in church, if you go to a funeral, you better walk out of there laughing.
Oh yeah. Always fresh material at the funeral.
It's always great material. So everywhere you go and everything you do, you go to a fast food restaurant. I'm looking right now. You go to a fast food restaurant right now. Now they're wearing the gloves, right?
Yeah.
But my head is thinking, well, hell, they're touching everybody else's stuff.
Everybody's food, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, they're not only person being protected is them. They're taking the card, they're doing everything else. I used to do that years ago with I wouldn't go to Subway because the guy was making your sandwich with the plastic gloves.
Right. Also
taking your money.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Moving on to the next sandwich. So I look at little crazy things. I'm a little off. I'm a little different. You know, you guys do different comedy a little different than we do. You're just wonderful. I appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get this video up for Ox Comedy Show. You guys, let me know if you can hear that. Can you hear the audio?
I hear it already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Christmas time is here, family, and we can all use a good laugh. Very Funny Christmas Live, a night of hope and laughter with your hosts, comedians Akintunde and Nikita B, with special guest, comedian Tony Tone. Saturday, December 12th at Right Direction Church International, Columbia, South Carolina.
All right.
Live in the house, socially distant tickets, $25.
Nice.
Live stream ticket, $12. All attendees must wear a mask.
For sure.
And body temperature will be taken upon arrival. For tickets and more info, log on to rebirthofcomedy.com or dial 1-800-280-0094. That's 1-800-280-0094. It's a very funny Christmas, a night of hope and laughter. With your hosts, Akintunde and Nikita B. We got the jokes for you just in time for the holidays.
It's time for the holidays.
All right, it's time for the holidays with Akintunde and Nikita B. They have a very funny Christmas special coming up this Saturday. Before we leave, let's give us a little sneak peek of what we're going to hear, Nikita.
You don't have a whole bunch of laughs. So see how easy that was?
She called your name. She called my name.
Right, my God.
She's gonna be just fine. You'll see when you
She
get
is.
there.
She's amazing.
Thank you.
I just want you to hear a little bit of her because you weren't here when she was talking. When she was on earlier. So.
Okay.
I want George to hear you, girl.
I appreciate. I see what you're doing.
I'm trying to look out.
My inside's going like this though.
Well, I did hear them mention something about international at the comedy club. So that's one of the first jokes I ever wrote when I got to Columbia, South Carolina. It said the Columbia International Airport. And my first thing I said on stage was, let me get something straight right here. The only thing international in Columbia is the House of Pancakes. Let's get this stuff straight right here. But some wonderful people. We've met some wonderful people there in Columbia, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And they love to have fun and laughter there. Oh, we're Southerners. Country people are just good, just good people. So you can have some fun. And Mr. Levy, I came there, Mr. Levy. Is it Levy or Levy Funeral Home?
Levy.
Yes, Levy. He brought all the dead folks. You see how I just lied? He brought all the dead folks to my show.
You got to come back.
You got to come back.
Yeah.
I will be back because it's I did it last year myself, J. Anthony Brown, and a few Sherry. Sherry, Sherry on the
Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry Shepherd. We did it at the auditorium there. It was wonderful.
Yeah, Township.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Talisha Thomas says, hello, everyone. Thanks for the comedy. Have a great day. All right. George Wallace. Don't forget georgewallace.net. His brand new book is in stores well, it's on his website right now.
Not in stores. It's not in
stores. It's on his website.
Only on georgewallace.net. 1995, and the quality of the book is better than the jokes. I've never seen the quality. So good. And another thing, if you order $19.95, but if you order 5, I charge you $120. I'm just
George, you want to give out a book? You want to give away a book on the air right now?
We can do that.
All right. So
everybody else, I want the phones to light up right now. georgewallace.net. Oh, Akintunde, I got to tell you the truth. My site is crashing, but you keep trying till you get this. georgewallace.net. Get a great Christmas gifts. People are about 5 and 10 at a time for great Christmas gifts. Corporate people, keep laughter in your life, no matter what you do. Once again, when you stop laughing, you stop living. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. georgewallace.net.
georgewallace.net. George, give me a trivia question I can have somebody to answer. The first person who tells me what about you?
How many Super Bowl rings I have in my family?
Okay. How many Super Bowl rings?
Did you say Super Bowl?
That's what you said. I said it. I'm trying to repeat what you said.
Super Bowl rings do I have in my family? They know. People know out there.
Okay.
I'm so blessed. One of the 7 referees was on last Monday night. Barry Anderson. That was my nephew. My brother is one of the first professional black golfers. His name was George Tailor Wallace. You can look him up. And sometimes I talk about that. Tailor. I need to talk about that because my family has been so blessed, and it's just amazing. So many good. Like my brother, here's a little hint. My brother played for the San Francisco 49ers. He has 3 Super Bowl rings. My nephew is a Money Tuma, played for the New York Giants. He has 2 Super Bowl rings. My other nephew played for the New England Patriots, Bobby Hamilton. He has 2 Super Bowl rings. So, see, the people in South Carolina, they still ain't gonna get it.
You got a 7 thus far.
And my mama played football too. Somebody's gonna get a book, and you'll take care of this for me. Boat trip. But other people, do me a favor. I'm giving you all of these jokes that you can put on your table, and you can read one at a time, put it in the bathroom, whatever, as long as you don't throw it away. And georgewallace.net. I appreciate you.
All right. Jacqueline McKenzie was the first one. She said 7. Tara Sutton Russell said 7. How many books you giving away? 1, 2. Fern Holland said 7. I said 1. I said 1.
Didn't I just say people in South Carolina can say some stupid stuff? You say give away 8 books. Hey,
I said 8 books.
She said give away 8 books.
Right. She said 8 books. Yeah.
Hey. All right. Jacqueline McKenzie was the first person. Jacqueline, I'm going to inbox you to get your mailing address, and I'm going to get with George to make sure you get the brand new George Wallace. Danielle Lake said that's a lot of accomplishments in your family. Talisha Thomas says, thanks, Mr. Wallace. And Paulette McCoy says 8, 1 for Miss Wallace.
Paulette, there you go.
Paulette won, right? Paulette, yeah.
See?
I tell you what I'm gonna do. Paul, that was so good, Paulette. I'm gonna give Paulette a free show, a free ticket to the show.
Paulette!
There you go.
Paulette, see, Paulette, you got a free ticket. She gotta come by herself up. She got one ticket.
You give one away so they bring somebody with them.
Once again, he said, a ticket.
A ticket. So it's not buy one, get one. It's get one, buy one.
Right. I'm talking about single, not plural.
Yes.
Single.
All right, Paulette, you have one ticket to the show.
That's right.
Jacqueline says, thank you so much. George Wallace, thank you again so much. Hey, don't forget Akintunde and Nikita B this weekend, this Saturday. Don't forget you can go to our website, Rebirth of Comedy, and rebirthofcomedy.com and pick up your ticket. Either you can come to the show or either get a virtual ticket. Whichever choice you make, it is going to be a great time. So don't forget, that is this Saturday at Right Direction Church. Listen, this has been great. George, as always, thank you so much for joining us on Coping with COVID. Every first Monday, Fun Day Monday. And I guess we need to renegotiate 2021. So,
Nikita, thank you. Akintunde, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Wallace.
Thank you, George. Nikita, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
welcome.
Good luck
Thank you
this
for having me.
weekend. Thank you so much for coming on. And good luck this weekend. And God bless all four of you.
Like you coping with COVID, Trey.
Right. Listen.
Some trouble with these numbers.
I was an English major.
Black people don't know how to say goodbye. Just the fifth time we're going to say okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate it. George, thank you again so much. I love you so much and I appreciate you. I love the Christmas tree. All right. So leave us with something good, George.
I was gone. How the hell I get out of here?
Leave us with something good. In the words of Chaka Khan, tell me something good. Tell me something good. Come on.
Make sure you enjoy your life. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours.
That's a good one. All right. In the words of George Wallace. Thank you guys so much. Take care. God bless. Be safe. And don't forget to please wear your mask over your nose and under your chin.
Coping with COVID is brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. Visit scdheck.gov for an updated list of testing sites and important information on how to protect yourself, your family, and friends from the coronavirus. SCDHEC, healthy people, healthy communities. Also, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, helping to meet the needs of small, minority, and women-owned businesses in the City of Columbia. Log on to columbiasc.net/OBO. Agape Counseling and Training Center. Call 803-779-2777 for licensed professionals of counselors and social workers helping families, engaged and married couples, and individuals of all ages gain an understanding of all aspects of their life. If you're having a challenge coping with COVID, contact Agape Counseling and Training Center at agapects.com. And Columbia Housing Authority. The agency is looking for stories from former residents of Allen Benedict Court to retain some of the property's rich history. In its 80-year life, Allen Benedict Court has been home to some of the country's elite, including a Grammy Award-winning performer, corporate executives, national television celebrities, a host of doctors, lawyers, and NBA greats. So share your pictures, mementos, and memories at chasc.org. Coping with COVID, brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, Columbia Housing Authority, Agape Counseling and Training Center, and Palmetto Media Connection.
Coping with COVID with Tre Tailor.